Have you ever needed something? Like, have you ever seen something that you love so much, you admire, you want to have it for yourself, but you could not afford it? My name is Chinecherem Rita. I'm from Aguleri, to be precise, in Anambra State, Nigeria. The last one from the family of 7. I'm a bead designer by skill, an educationist, and a chemist by profession. The moment you realize the popular saying, a mysterious saying as a matter of fact, by a wonderful man, Albert Einstein, that insanity is doing one thing, madness rather, is doing one thing over and over and expecting a different result. That is when you, trust, know that whenever you get to understand this saying, you will be 10,000 miles away from poverty. Like I said earlier, I'm a last one from the family of 7. So growing up was not really tough. I won't say we are from the poor family, like poorest of all. Poor people don't call us poor. We were better than some people. We were managing, we were surviving, we were coping. Like I said, we were better than some people. This is the exact mindset my parents fed us with, my mother fed us with. That you can survive in any situation, that you can cope, that there are people that you have to be grateful, praise the Lord, in any situation. Trust me, this is a wonderful mindset. Sure, this is one of the things that mold me to who I am today. But this, if you're not careful, can be your downfall. It can keep you perpetually poor, because you telling yourself that you're comfortable when you are not comfortable. You telling yourself that you can survive in a situation that is not good for you. That there are people you're better than. You looking at people you're better than instead of people that are better than you will make you not to grow in life. Self-limitation. That was what I was suffering from. Now, after my WAEC, being that I had older siblings, I've seen people that actually did the normal thing, enter school and the rest of that. I didn't want to take the same line. I chose to do something a bit different. So I told my family that I would like to learn a skill and start off something with it before furthering my education. They actually bought the idea, was awesome, was smart, and they spent a fortune just to see that I learned from the experts, from the best of best. And I actually learned so. I at a point I became an expert. I was so good in my skill. I was doing well. But there was one problem. One problem that made me started regretting even thinking of what I did. That made me feel everything was a waste. After learning it, there was no money, no capital to start up. Starting a traditional business is not beans, it's not a joke. I didn't know how to start up. It seemed like I wasted my years in learning it because I could not afford the capital to start it up. One day I told myself that I can't watch myself waste when I have something that can bring in money. I also told my family to please support me for the last time. You know, when you are promising them that this will be the last thing. After this, you'll be the one giving everybody. A contribution was done on my head. Like everybody contributed money. They gave me, I started my own business. Having a traditional business, starting it up is even not easy. That's why most times I see people talking about businesses and they don't have, if everybody have the same mindset, business mindset that people put in traditional, I could not survive. Let me say the truth. Because not just that I spent a fortune in starting up, renting a shop only was not here. Not just that I spent a fortune in starting up. Months, nobody was asking me, what are you doing? I would come out, open a shop rent was counting, things, time was going. I felt discouraged. I started hearing, I told you. I started hearing negative thoughts, negative things. Do you think you can survive? Your mates are in school? Things like that. I asked myself a question. You know, when people talk to you to the extent that you talk to yourself, I say, what am I doing? This is how I'm going to end up. Nobody, I learned something, nobody's even asking me. And I was so discouraged. See, I don't expect you to understand. I don't. I was so discouraged that one day I told myself, you need to do what others are doing. At least you are seeing them, they're at least making small money from their salary. It's better. They are seeing something, they are working, they are seeing something. I picked my jam phone. Luckily for me, got admission, started my studies. I just already told myself, you can manage, you can cope. There are people you are better than. I was now getting these little works that could not even feed me. That was not my dream. But I just gave up. I just told myself, let me do what others are doing, have results others are having. Let me just study, come out and have the job. One fateful day, yeah, God bless that day. I actually remember that day more than my birthday. I appreciate it. I acknowledge it more than my very own birthday. The day I came across this gold mine. I could remember that was in school, in front of my department. I actually met a young lady. She introduced it to me. As a matter of fact, after introducing it to me, I was curious to know more about it. Because one thing about self-limitation is that if you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. You're just deceiving yourself that you can manage. But you're not comfortable. I wanted more. I attended the presentation. I saw everything. It was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. But actually, as a matter of fact, I had my reservation. But I still decided to. Three things actually. Three things made me decide to say yes. Because one of the things is the fact that I was very sure that if I don't find something to do, I was 100% sure that if I don't find something to do, I might end up dropping out. There was a day I had my VC say something, that education is not for the poor. As a matter of fact, I was schooling in a federal university. My VC said that it struck in my head that even if I like, let me manage. The next thing I will see myself is in the village, farming. And school will no longer be for me. So there was a need for me to do something different. Second thing that actually cleared my doubt, my doubt so well, was the fact that according to my own personal research, I realized that as of then, the platform was 15 years globally, 9 years in Nigeria. So for a platform that have actually existed that long, it made me actually know that, wow, this can be something good to exist in this tough Nigeria. And the third thing that actually made me say yes was that testimony was everywhere. You know why I say testimony was everywhere? Testimony was everywhere. As a matter of fact, the lady that introduced it to me was my age mate. When I say my age mate, but the girl was living the life I wished for. Everything I want for myself, I was seeing it in the lady. She was seeing herself through school. She was living the life. You know when someone is living a big girl life, but she's doing something genuine. I asked her, you said this is what you're doing? She said yes. Like you're not doing any other thing? She said yes. I said yes too. I started to key myself into this amazing gold mine. It's not up to 2 years down the line, actually. But it has been amazing. It has been amazing. When I say it has been amazing, it has been amazing for me because I've been able to not just help myself, but to help my family. To help the lives, the people around me. I have a big dream. That at a point before I actually felt it was not possible anymore. But all thanks to this amazing platform, all thanks to ASF, I'm seeing it as something achievable. With this amazing community, I know that I will get there because I'm already achieving it. I want to have my own fashion empire. That any kind of things will be there. I want to have my own beauty empire that I would be satisfied. This is something I like to do. And with this amazing gold mine, now I can proudly say, that it is possible. I want to be able to travel with my family. See, when you live where you are now, even if you are currently in let's say Enugu State, or you are in Lagos, and you live from Lagos to a different, let's say to the northern part of Nigeria, you see that traveling is good. Talk about when you now leave Nigeria. Wow, so traveling has always been something I like, and I have been able to travel to different places, all thanks to this particular community. And I'll still travel more together with my family. Have a dream of being a supportive wife. A wife that will be able to support the husband very well, financially and otherwise. And all thanks to this gold mine, I can proudly hit my chest and say that it is possible. Sincerely, I don't know what your dreams are. You're not in my head, I'm not in your head. So I don't know what your dreams are. But you need to stop deceiving yourself that you're going to be successful just because you think you have grace, or just because you see that you are busy. Maybe every morning you wake up by 7 o'clock, by 5 a.m. and you come back by night. If you are doing one thing, don't expect a different result. Because it's not about being busy. It's about what you're busy doing. That is one thing I realized. Like I said, I don't know what your dreams are. I don't know what your vision is. You know what you want for yourself. But you need to stop limiting yourself in order to achieve all those things. You need to remove that mindset that you can cope. You need to leave that little comfort zone you think you are in. You need to leave the mindset that you can manage, because if it's bad, it's bad. So please, and please, think about this and decide to take charge of your future. Secure your future for yourself, because that's exactly what I did a few years back, and it's earning me a lot now. And it's going to earn me a lot in the future. Thank you very much, and think about your life every day before you sleep.